G'day everyone, Scotty Colley, West Ham Fan TV, returning with a big match preview. 12:30 kick-off Saturday at the London Stadium. West Ham take on Chelsea. Another tough fixture. We saw a massive improvement. I know we still ended up losing the game, but the performance and the solidarity of the side against Man City, you know, how we kept them at bay. We went 1-0 up in that game. You know, probably our fitness levels still are not where they should be for this point of the season, and that probably helped in a way for City to go and get the win. You know, we just got deeper and deeper as the more tired we got. You know, and it's hard to work on that fitness levels at this stage of the season. You know, you should be just relying on the matches to keep you fit, especially going into the Christmas period with the amount of games we've got coming up. So it's a little bit worrying, but as I said, the performance was a lot better. We need to take that sort of resilient performance into this game against Chelsea. Chelsea are on very good form at the moment. The last fixture they drew 1-1 with Atletico Madrid literally last night. They beat Newcastle on Saturday 3-1. I saw the highlights of that game and they seem to literally tear Newcastle apart. So you know, we need to be very careful. They're on a good bit of form. They're unbeaten in their last 6. Won 5 of that 6 as well. You know, the unbeaten one might stretch a bit longer than that. I'm not too sure. You know, so they're in a good bit of form. So it's going to be a very tricky game for us. We need to be on it. Need to be resilient, as I said. You know, and be a little bit more clinical in front of goal. You know, we had chances. Saka had the chance right at the end against City. So you know, we're in with a chance in this one. I'm a lot more confident going into this game than I was off the back of the Everton defeat. Put it that way. When we look at the stats, you know, our last 6 games we've got 2 wins and a draw against Chelsea. Obviously, the last time we played them at the London Stadium, Chelsea did win 2-1, but we also had that great night in the League Cup where we turned them over 2-1 as well. So you know, it's a game that we are in. You know, they haven't trounced us in a while, which is good. You know, the performances have been good up against them. So you just don't know. Injury wise, when we look into the injuries, Chelsea are almost at a fully fit squad. I think they've got 3 injuries altogether. One of those being David Luiz, who could return possibly to the bench Saturday. Maybe that may come a bit too early for him, but you know, he could return. When we look at our side, obviously it doesn't make pretty reading, to be fair, as per usual with us. Sam Byram, Jose Font still missing. Winston Reid not looking, not recovered, sorry, from the injury he picked up against Everton. James Collins still missing after being forced off against Wickham. Andy Carroll, I don't know what's happened to him. Obviously, Mark Noble missed the game against Man City. He's 50-50 to be back for the Chelsea game. Czech Kyoto was forced off against Manchester City, so you know, we'll have to wait and see whether he will return. And also Hernandez, back in training, may make the bench for this one. Hopefully he does. You know, gives us a bit more firepower, another option. So yeah, you know, it's, as I said, the injury-wise, it's not pretty reading. When we look into the game, Chelsea will probably line up sort of a 4-4-1-1 formation with Hazard playing off Morata. Alonso and Drinkwater are looking to return after being rested against Atletico Madrid on Wednesday. So they're pushing, you know, to get their spaces back in. Also pushing for starts to be William and Pedro. You know, a wealth of talent in this Chelsea side. As I said, it's not going to be easy. But when I look at, you know, when you look at Man City and the talent that they've got and then look at Chelsea, I think Man City's talent going forward is a lot better than what Chelsea have. You know, Eden Hazard for Chelsea is their main man. You know, he's the man that makes the side tick. They've got other good players around him, don't get me wrong. You know, players like Moses, William, Pedro, Alonso, you know, he's a very good winger. But these are players that are good players, but then, you know, Hazard's at that calibre where he's one of the best players on the planet. You know, he's in there. He's got to be in the top 10 of the best in the world. That's in my opinion. You know, everyone else may have a different opinion, but he's the man for me. We need to stop. You know, if we can stop him, we can, you know, put 2 men on him. I know it frees up a lot of space for other players, but he's the main man we need to stop. Obviously, they've got Kante in the middle, who's a very good player, makes them tick. coming from the back. But Hazard, for me, is the guy that we need to keep under wraps. Morata, obviously, top goal scorer this season, in his first season in the Premier League. Looking a very good player, another one we need to keep an eye on. But, as I said, it's Hazard for me who's the main man for Chelsea. I've got a new show tomorrow, which will be the starting 11 show, so you won't have no starting 11 or prediction in this game. But I want to make it a little bit interactive. So I've got a couple of questions for you. Adrian's great display against Manchester City. Does he keep his place? In my opinion, yes, he should. I think he done enough against City, not to fault, pulled off some good saves. So he should continue. Let me know what you think on that one. And also, do we change the system? Do we try and go for this game, maybe go 2 up top, or change the formation to suit, to sort of try and attack Chelsea a bit more? Or do we have that sort of deep shape and try and catch them on the counter-attack? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're starting 11s as well. I'll read a few of the YouTube comments out on the starting 11 show tomorrow. It's just to try and get a vibe what everyone thinks in this game. As I said, I personally, Adrian has to start on this one, and I probably wouldn't tinker with a shape. But let me know what you think, and as I said, I'll read them out tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching the Big Match preview. As I said, I'll be back with the starting 11 show tomorrow. We'll be at the Chelsea game, so if you want a fan cam, come and see us. We'll be there by the stadium store straight after the game. So pop down and see us, give us your opinion on the game, on everything West Ham. Post-match pint will be filmed literally straight after the game as well, so look out for that Saturday evening. And one thing left to say, come on you Irons.